Hello, and welcome to The Monster Painter. This week, I take a look at Warlord Games' Wrecked House. So, what do we get up front for our $31.55 Canadian? Well, for starters, we get some packaging very evocative of the house-to-house fighting during World War II. And that's what this terrain piece appears to be for. Branded with Bolt Action, a very fine World War II themed historic war game. This wrecked house would be of great use from Ortona to Stalingrad. And here come the sprues. The whole thing is on a single sprue with the base plate, and I must say it's already looking good. Produced by the venerable scale model company Italeri, with over 50 years of experience producing this kind of stuff, the Wrecked House definitely has a mark of quality on it, and I am glad Warlord Games distributed it into my locale, as I can see this Wrecked House having a lot of utility for the games I play. I think it'll fit really nicely into the haunted ruins of Old Felstad, and also, the house is generic enough that it could fit into a science fiction setting or a post-apocalyptic setting such as Last Days Zombie Apocalypse. And I think you could even shoehorn it into Silver Bayonet, a gothic, Napoleonic horror skirmish game. Really, the Wrecked House could fit into a host of different settings, and will make a great addition to my collection of terrain. I have painted it all up using some pretty simple techniques, just dry brushes and washes and base coats, and nothing fancy, no rocket science going on here. Now, it was an unproblematic, straightforward build, but you might consider painting this on the sprues rather than doing what I did, which was paint it once it was assembled, because there are some really challenging nooks and crannies in this, and it was a little difficult and awkward to get at them. Not so difficult and awkward that it impacted the final result, but it did represent a bit of a challenge. The other challenge is I've been using a new brand of Payne's Gray, and it is way too blue, and I've got to get some different Payne's Gray because I am not loving this blue. Although, with a bit of dry brushing and a black wash, it's going to look okay. The final result of this whole thing, I think, is pretty darn good. I am in love with this house. It has great detail, a great ruined look, and is going to be so much fun in so many different games. I cannot wait to table this beast. My one complaint with this very fine piece of terrain is that it is perhaps a little too small for 28mm gaming. It looks like it's really a 1:72 scale, and it's not really going to bother me because I'm not hung up about scale, but if you are the kind of player who is bothered by this, you might want to give purchasing this a second thought. But like I said, it's not going to bother me at all. Next week on The Monster Painter, I take a look at the latest Frostgrave supplement, Blood Legacy. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
You are watching The Monster Painter.